Oh, did you hear that? That's my stomach rumbling. Did you hear that?
No.
That's so loud. That's ridiculous.
My house is full of games, mostly old, with a few new ones thrown in. I'm Grandad, and I'm joined by Mr Tech, who will probably argue about what counts as modern gaming and make us question whether smoothness is more important than fun. We might even play a few, though probably not. There are far too many. Welcome to the first Grandad and Mr Tech podcast of 2026. That's it, new year.
Yay, 2026.
Yeah.
All right, Grandad. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr Tech.
Haven't seen you on air since 2025.
No.
Cannot believe it's 2026.
Another year of gaming ahead.
In 4 years or something, it's going to be 2030.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. I wonder if there's any games set in 2026.
I was wondering that, like, films are catching up with the future, which is now the present. So I was thinking that, yeah, is there any games set that now we could go back to? And yeah.
Let me
Because we have that with things like Back to the Future. And that's 10 years ago. So 2015 was when they actually went into the future at that point, which is the whole Back to the Future Day, October 21st. But yeah, I'm wondering from a gaming perspective.
According to the internet, there are 7 video games set in 2026.
Oh, really?
How interesting. Maybe I will make it a mission to play every one of these. We have, amusingly, NHL 26, and I'm not sure that really counts.
Oh, I don't know if that counts.
That doesn't count. I mean, obviously, there's Madden 26. Yeah, we'll ignore that one.
They're not set in that year, though, are they? They just come out.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, I suppose, yeah, it's set in 2026. We've got Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, which is an Ace Attorney visual novel adventure game. I don't know if that's an actual Ace Attorney game regular where you do the actual, the trial stuff.
No.
When did this come out? Oh, this was released in like 2007 and 8. So if that's correct, then yeah, they set it in.
Okay, that's what.
I don't know how this page knows that these were set in 2026. This is a very unplanned beginning of the show. I didn't plan to do this. Now I'm curious. All right, that's debatable. We have Arena Maze of Death for the Game Gear. The setting is a futuristic city in the year 2026.
Okay.
Interesting. Looks interesting because I've said it 3 times. Maybe I'll. That could be a game over review coming. Captain Commando.
I've heard of that. That's very good. Isn't that a Capcom game?
1990. It is. You know your stuff, Grandad. 1991 beat 'em up.
Yeah.
It was included in the Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
Right.
For later consoles. The game is set in a futuristic version of Metro City. The setting of Capcom's other beat 'em up Final Fight. I didn't know that. And features several loose ties with the characters and settings from that game. The year is 2026. Wow. Okay, so we've got the Arena Maze of Death, Captain Commando, Fear 3, FEAR.
Heard of those? I'm not sure I've played them. Yeah.
Yeah, first-person shooter.
Yeah.
I've never played any Fear games. What does it say about being set in 2026? Not a lot. Where does it think it's... okay, the jury's out on that one. Ace Attorney can work that one out. NHL 26, will you? Observation. An adventure game. Sci-fi thriller. Puts the player in control of a space station AI in order to recover from the sudden mysterious loss of its crew. Oh, this is a fairly recent game. It's only released about 5 years ago. That's boring. Setting this game in 2026 when it's 2020, like. And last but not least, say ga ga ga. What? Say ga ga ga.
Is that a real game?
It's like Sega with Gaga on the end.
Right.
A 2001 role-playing simulation video game. Blah 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 blah. Described as a Sega simulation. The player takes control of Sega Taro, who must help save a struggling Sega from losing to its rival Dogma, who owns 97% of the console market. What the hell is this game?
Is that? That sounds intriguing.
It's a Dreamcast game.
Oh, is it?
A role-playing game where you play as someone trying to save Sega from a... What the hell? This might be a...
Oh, crumbs, yeah.
This might be a...
I've never come across this.
Bizarre. All right, well, I think there's three there.
At least good, yeah, three good ones there.
The Game Gear one, the Captain Commando, and the Sega Gaga. Those would definitely be worth checking out. I'm gonna make a note to myself. I'm gonna get my secretary to write that into my diary to try those games before next time.
Wow, yeah.
I do like the Game Gear one. I think has got the most promise. 1996.
Yeah.
So someone had the ambition to set a game 30 years in the future.
Yeah.
Sounds like the synopsis of a Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
Not necessarily about it.
All right, well, there we go, everyone. I bet we're the only podcast that have analysed games set in 2026 at the turn of the year.
Yeah.
Do let us know if we're wrong. All right, well, I guess we can talk about... what should we talk about? Should we talk about 2025, Grandad?
Yeah.
The year in gaming. Did you get a bunch of gaming wrap-up emails and things from various...
I did, yes. And as you can imagine and expect, it wasn't great on the newer modern game front. Interestingly, I have that retro achievements, which I think you have, which is it's the ability if you're trying all these handhelds or what, it's any kind of retro system, isn't it? But you can have it logged into retro achievements. So when you're playing the older games, it actually does log the hours played and any kind of things that you kind of complete. So I think that told me that I played at least 14 hours of retro gaming, but that's only on handhelds. So I've obviously probably done a lot more than that. But yeah, things like Xbox. No, Xbox didn't have one this year, did they? So I think that was the controversial thing. I think PlayStation was about 5 or 6 hours, and Switch was embarrassingly the same. I think it was 6 hours, and I'd only managed 3 games. However, 2 of those games, one was Mario Kart 8, which is quite an oldish game now in modern day standards.
Yeah.
Where I played about 3 hours. And then I did play a modern game. Granted, it's a modern old game, but the another 3 hours or 2.5 hours was Terminator 2D, which is a new game, but it's made to look very much like the old style platformers of the 90s, which was fantastic, to be fair. And I did actually complete that. Very short game, though. Only took about 50 minutes.
You must have been playing on easy.
Definitely on easy. How did you guess?
Well, yeah, I got that game. We talked about this game last year. Last
Yeah,
year, check that out.
yeah,
We're a year into this pod. Okay, we talked about that last year, and we were both looking forward to that. We've obviously all bought it. I haven't finished it yet because I'm trying to finish it on normal. I waded in full of bravado, starting it on hard to start
yeah,
with, and then I dialed it back because it doesn't have continues, does it? It has a very you can pick up items that let you continue, but once you're done, you're done. And
yeah.
I was getting a bit bored of replaying the early levels. It's very neat, but I did kind of drop off because I just like to see everything it's got.
Mm.
Haven't achieved that yet.
I probably should have gone into on normal, to be fair. I mean, I do generally go for easy, but I was quite surprised at how brief it is if you do say I just burnt through it in just probably just under an hour. It's very well made. It does feel like an old game. It's very true to the film. But yeah, I think if you want that element of challenge in it to kind of make it last a little bit more, I think at least normal, if not hard, if you're feeling up to that afterwards, because I thought it would be like a 2-3 hour game, but no, it is really short if you do it on easy.
Maybe I'll do that. I think I'm going to do that just so that I can see it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So, yeah, not many hours clocked up. Can't remember what the third game was now, but yeah, barely 6 hours, I think, on Switch. But yeah, definitely a lot more kind of older stuff, which is what it normally comes out at. I think the PlayStation one was about the same. I think it was like maybe 7 or 8 hours, but like 6 hours of those was GT5.
yeah.
Yeah, not a huge amount of range of newer stuff.
Well, I did manage to beat that comfortably on the PlayStation. The PlayStation wrap up for me is always revealing the most hours because that does get.
Mm.
I tend to sink most into that, and yeah, I racked up a reasonable 414 hours
Wow.
in 2025, which isn't it's not bad. I mean, it's pretty poor for people doing a gaming podcast. Like I'm sure some of the people that I follow probably do 400 hours a week.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, 414 hours of on the PlayStation. It's telling me I played 71 different games. Oh no, that's yours. I'm looking at now.
Have you got mine there? Yeah, I
I've
can't
got
remember.
yours. Yeah, you played 33 games.
There you go.
Uh,
So,
I I managed 63 hours of Gran Turismo 7, which just I know some people might say that's not a real game, but I think it's a real game.
yeah,
And
yeah.
now I've been driving with the VR and the pedal and the wheels. That's quite understandable. Um, and then I clocked up 56 hours on Sea of Stars, which is a modern JRPG type thing. One of the few modern games I finished last year.
Yeah.
And then my third one is another JRPG type, but made by one guy. Again, a new game, which at the time of recording this, it says 35 hours. Now I'm up to 50 hours on that now. I still haven't finished the damn thing.
Crumbs.
And I'm getting a little bit I wouldn't say bored because I still like the combat, but I just want to I kind of want to be done with it now. But
Yeah.
I can't not finish it. And this brings me to one of my things that I think that I want to do in 2026. First, Grandad and Mr Tech 2026 resolution is I want to finish more things. And
Yeah.
and I think I'm going to try, as I have with this game, Chained Echoes. I've just been playing that on the PlayStation. Really, if I've not been driving, I've just gone back into it again and again, just like finish it. And yeah, I'm starting to see the downside of playing really long games because I'm like, I really want to finish. I have to finish this. I want to finish some of the things I bought in the last 10 years. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
And then when I finish this, I'm gonna go and resume a playthrough of something else, and I'm gonna finish that. And we're gonna try and finish some things. I did complete quite a few retro games last year, didn't I? I can't remember them all now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
5 or 6.
Yeah, to completing, and same with like this Terminator 2D. I mean, yes, it's short, but it's really nice to actually have that completion element, isn't it? And actually finish games. Yeah. You did. Quite a few actually.
I can't remember them all now. I've got them. I've
Yeah.
added them to a collection on my device so I can remember. No, we're not talking massive things. Although, what was it called? What was the one? Oh, was it called Soul Blazer? That was a good 20 hours or so. And I'm going to play the sequels to that this year.
And then I don't generally do New Year's resolutions, but the probably one and only New Year resolution is to complete Zelda on the SNES. But
Yeah, how's that going? Give us an update on your
to
Zelda.
be fair, a lot of my kind of time over Christmas was spent with that. So that alone, I have clocked up almost 14, 15 hours now, which for me is an awful lot. So I think the last time we discussed it, I had made it into the Dark World. I think I was struggling a little bit. But now I've done 2 complete dungeons or castles in the Dark World. So I have made quite a bit of progression since last time. Never been this far in Zelda, never probably done a single dungeon in the past. So it is definitely on my list that this is the year to complete Zelda on the SNES.
You can't be far off now. I can't remember how that game goes.
Another 5 dungeons. I mean, it looks a
Really?
lot. Yeah, I was just looking it up. So that there's eight dungeons in the Dark World. So I've only done 2. So according to this, there's another 6.
Wow.
It's a big game. Yeah.
You're hitting the upper end of the scale of statistics on this game, I think. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? Do you think you're not the fastest
Absolutely
Zelda player?
Yeah, and this is the purpose of really wanting to complete it. So it's not really my comfort zone in terms of gaming. Obviously, Zelda, and I'm really enjoying it. Zelda's a great game, but I've never really got on too well with the Zelda game. So yeah, I am definitely playing probably a lot slower than others. Interestingly, I've clocked up about 180 save states. So I am, I'm saving a lot. I'm taking my time with it, but I'm enjoying it. And at the end of the day, that's the beauty of gaming, isn't it? You go at your own pace. But yeah, I'm not someone who would normally approach these type of games, but I am really liking it, and I'm very, every time I pick it up, it'll take an hour of my time, an hour and a half. So yeah, it's great stuff. So yeah, that's definitely the only resolution I want to make in terms of gaming, to complete that this year.
Yeah, nice one. It seems that I played 100 hours roughly of on the Switch in 2025,
Wow.
and most of that I think was Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I think I pledged to finish that. If you
I was
pledged to
just going to
finish,
say, you did pledge to finish
but
that.
I've I've stopped that again,
Oh dear.
and I will go back to it because again that is a brilliant game.
Yeah.
It is really trying to finish games. It really is hitting home how long some games are,
Yeah. Yeah.
and how foolish really it is to buy so many games. I mean, we're talking things that have been bought many years ago now,
Mm.
and I've bought things since then that again, like realistically, I could probably complete two, one or two of these massive 50, 60 hour games a year, and I have dozens and dozens of them. And it's starting to look now like, completing my playthrough of, say, Red Dead Redemption 2. If I don't knuckle down, that's gonna escape me this lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worry, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just crazy. And that's not to mention all the other stuff that I've started. Which
But
brings me to my other resolution. Um, I'm trying to think if I've broken it already this year. Don't think I have. I am not gonna buy. Oh, am I not gonna buy any new games in 2026? Surely
that's a bold
impossible.
claim. I don't know.
That
Well,
must be impossible for me.
new as in released in 2026 or not buying any game. Yeah.
Just games that I don't currently own. I'm gonna try and go as long as possible without buying a single new game,
Mm.
because in the past I've always succumbed to that. If I see something that's really looking cool and
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to experience it, and I don't want to, so I just buy it and play a few hours, and I'm thinking that I'm sacrificing the experience of other good things by putting them in a pile with other things. It's like if you have multiple girlfriends, which I don't, up to you, listeners, what you do in this department. But if you had multiple partners, then you're not really gonna, you're gonna spend a little bit of time with each of them, aren't you? And you're gonna miss out on the benefits of spending quality time with any one of them
Mm.
by having too many. So yeah, it's the same with games, isn't it?
Do you tend to like? Because this is why I've really got to focus with Zelda. I'm not really playing any similar type of game. But in terms of your modern gaming, do you kind of spend a couple of hours on one, then flip to another, or do you try to focus in on one and get a good 10, 15 hours into it? Or
I would, yeah, I'm trying to stay focused on that one game, because the other problem is when you have been immersed in something and then you put it aside because you're trying to juggle multiple things, and like, oh, I fancy playing a bit of that now.
yeah,
That context switching of putting one thing down, coming back, and being slow to pick it up because you've kind of forgotten where you were and you've forgotten a little bit about how it works, and I think that's another mistake. So I'm really trying to just push through on the thing that I'm close to finishing,
yeah,
because the better you get at something and the more frequently you're hitting it, then you whip through it a bit quicker because your skills up on it. And which again is like if I boot up Zelda Breath of the Wild now, it's not a particularly difficult game to play, but I know I'll have forgotten a bit of. I'll just be rusty, and
that's the thing. And like we've discussed, and that's why when I play SNES Zelda, I've got a bit of a tactic now. So obviously it's dungeon based mainly. So what I try to do is every time I pick it up and boot it up, I'm trying to just, at least if I can complete a dungeon each session. So I am slowly going to make that progress, but also it'll keep me, engaged enough, know what I'm doing. It's like, okay, rather than halfway through a dungeon and not knowing what on earth or where I'm supposed to go. That's kind of working for me anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, and I'll just do one done. So go in, do a dungeon, right? That's enough. Because I'm not great at it, will normally be an hour, hour and a half, possibly. So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's a solid approach. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't seriously think I'm going to last the whole year because something will pop up in a sale or whatever.
I'm not convinced.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and just cool it off a bit
Mm.
and um and get my money's worth out of a few things and see the credits on a few things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same. Like we've said before, I've got a stack of games to go through, physical games. Not so many digital, but yeah, I think 2026 is going to be that. Let's look at what I've got. Let's see if I've got any decent stuff. There might be stuff to get rid of. There might be stuff not really my thing. I've amassed an awful lot in 2025 and not spent enough time on them, or even I've probably forgotten half of what I've got, to be fair. So again, first world problems, but it's like you say, I think I'm going to do that. And particularly, yeah, I do also want to complete more games this year. And again, I love the fact of older stuff because they're often quite short. They're depending on what you're playing, like beat 'em ups, 4 or 5 levels, shoot 'em ups. So I think I'm gonna kind of do a bit more exploration around older stuff, but with the intention of let's see some. I mean, often the endings aren't great, but as we said many times, I've never seen these endings ever in the arcade. Barely got past level 1 or 2 of things. So yeah, I think that's a good achievable resolution as well. I'm not quite sure what I'll kind of delve into, but yeah, that'll be the fun of finding various stuff to complete, won't it?
So what? Let's finish. Let's kick 2025 into the bin. We're almost in February, so it's a bit overdue. But do you have any other highlights of your gaming 2025, Grandad? That's one thing I want to know.
Well, it seems to have been very Zelda based for the last quarter of it.
Okay, let me put it a different way then. If you had to summarize the highlight of 2025, doesn't necessarily have to be a single game, but in the sphere of gaming, what was the moment or the experience or the purchase or the what was can you name one thing that really you remember 2025 for?
Yeah, and so like you say, instantly coming to mind, Motorstorm Apocalypse in 3D. First time I booted that up on PlayStation 3. Again, gateway into 3D PS3 gaming, but particularly that game because I kid you not, as I've said in other episodes, booted it up, didn't quite know what to expect. You've got your 3D glasses on, put it on a big screen. An hour and a half later, it's like, I better go and do something else now. It held my attention so much. It had that just one more race, just one more. That particularly still sticks in my mind as both a great fun game, but the 3D element as well was really, just blew me away. So that was a real good find and say my gateway in a lot of 2025 exploring 3D PlayStation 3 gaming. Yeah.
Sounds good. That sounds very exciting. I'm still yet to really experience this. I have worked out now that I can play. I can experience PS3 3D apparently with my PlayStation 4 VR. This is supposed to work.
Oh yeah, is that a hack? It's not a hack, is it? Or
No, it's not. It's because apparently if you plug in the PlayStation 4 VR PSVR 1 headset, it considers it a
oh,
3D
a
compatible
3D.
TV, something like
Oh,
that. So it will actually let you, um, yeah, experience 3D games. So I'm gonna try and follow in your lead on that one and see some of these things.
yeah, yeah.
That is quite exciting because I'm not going to get a 3D TV anytime soon, but I would quite like to experience some of these 3D things that you've been doing.
Yeah, and again, it sometimes gets a bit of a bad rap, and I know it's again, it's technologically, it's old tech now, isn't it? But it's new to me, so it's a new experience. But yeah, I had loads of fun in 2025, and as you know, I've been trying to slowly collect quite a few of the PS3 titles up. Some are increasing in value, and as we've discussed, there's definitely at least 97 PlayStation 3 3D games out there available. Some might be Japan exclusive, some might be horrendous prices and are, yeah, quite bordering on 40, 50, 60 pounds, which for an old PlayStation 3 game is a lot, isn't it? But yeah, that you'll have to let me know if that work. That's quite interesting, yeah, how that would work with VR
Yeah, I'll
headsets.
get that tried. I need to actually get a 3D game first. I don't know if I can even get one down off the store anymore. Um,
Super Stardust was still available because that's
okay.
PS4 as well. You might be able to get that. That's often quite reasonable, but that has got a 3D, yeah, mode, which is again very impressive game.
I will check that out. Well, I can tell you my 2025 gaming highlight, which I hadn't decided upon until the last 10 minutes. I honestly think, for me, my highlight was the NES.
Ah, yeah.
Discovering the NES properly, for me properly, via the magic of emulation, and in particular, Scat. The incredible game
Yeah.
that is one of the first ones I completed. I really feel that until I got sucked into that game, I'd never really appreciated what the NES can do. And that game, especially with its music and the look and feel, really gave me the incentive to go and trawl through a lot of NES games, and it took a big leap up in my estimation. So I would that feels like my highlight of the year, which is an odd one, but because it's not modern at all.
No, no.
But the devices are modern. This is the thing. The Retroid Pocket that I'm using to play these things.
Yeah, yeah.
The modern tech for that. 2025, as you know, was definitely a year of retro devices for me, and that will probably be something else I'll try and prevent myself from spending any more money on in 2026. I think I've got enough handhelds now.
Yeah.
Just enjoy what we've got.
Yeah.
And let's not add to the pile.
And that's the thing, and they're coming out so frequently. It's sometimes even less than a year, and then the next model's out. So
Yeah, I
fast.
mean it's multiple editions a year. Retroid released well, it must be 3 or 4 last year with the Retroid Pocket Mini version 2, which I have, and the Retroid Pocket Classic, which I have, and then the 5 Pro. Was it the 5 Pro just before the end of the year, and then now the turn of the year, the Retro Pocket 6.
Thanks.
And I've discovered, which will surprise no one, that if you watch videos by the likes of Russ, Retro Game Core, shout out, give us a like, mate, and Tech Dweeb, then you can very easily plunge yourself into a massive pool of FOMO.
Oh yeah.
When
absolutely.
you see them reviewing something new, it's hard to not. If you follow them, you end up just wanting every single thing they review, which is a definite trap that I was falling into, and I'm going to try and hold off on that this year.
Yeah. I did just before Christmas, actually. I did fall into that trap from a price perspective. So I ended up with yet another Evercade Hyper Megatech Neo Geo edition, because they put it out for well, not them, but Amazon, £35, normally retailed at 50. So yes, I did end up getting one of those. So preloaded with Neo Geo stuff, but clearly don't need another one of those. But they do it. They know what they're doing. They're different colors, they're different ROMs, different game sets. But yeah, a moment of weakness. I did end up with another one, I'm afraid to say, but they are good.
They are good. They are good. All right, I think it's about time to take a break. After we come back, let's look ahead, and let's think about 2026 a bit more. Yeah, we're back, and you find me playing Arena Maze of Death.
Oh right, he's booted it up.
I've jumped straight into this Game Gear game.
Wow.
I don't know if this is going to last very long for me, because good grief, it's like an isometric game,
Yeah.
But obviously, when you're on the D-pad, you move in one of north, south, east, or west. So to get your character on the diagonal to actually shoot anything is really annoying. Like he naturally wants to face north, south, east, or west, but you need to be pushing the diagonal. And I seem to have run out of ammo now. I'm trying to knife these things. Oh, I picked up a photon launcher.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, that's got some pep.
Electronic Gaming Monthly said that how advanced the game's graphics were, and one of the best released to come out in months back then.
They're not bad. I'm not that familiar with Game Gear, so I couldn't say. I've got myself a red key card. I tell you, you talk to yourself, Grandad. I just finished this game. I knocked this one off the list. Nice little ditty.
I'd say it sounds very good.
It's got some nice tunes. Just hampered by, for me, having to navigate on the diagonals.
Apparently the game will appeal to action and adventure fans alike. Is that you?
Yeah, I would say. What are these things not killable? Oh, good grief. Ugh.
They're quite a late Game Gear release, what it looks like.
Oh, it's game over.
Already.
That's a Mr Tech game over. So all it remains for me is to review that game. So Arena Maze of Death. How am I going to sum that up? It's all right.
All right.
Mr. Tech says it's all right.
Right.
Um, yeah, go have a little play. Uh, it maybe is looking quite good for Game Gear, but I don't think I'm gonna revisit that one too much.
No,
I'll give Captain Commando
that's really good. I remember
a go.
playing that. And Capcom, it is a strong brand, isn't it? But I do remember that game is in particular is good. Yeah. Hey, I thought of something that might hamper your not purchasing in 2026.
Okay,
Um,
let's
well,
hear
two
it.
things actually. One for you and one granted for me. And it's whether you would get one of these, because I think we've touched upon this before. Now, you are a bit of a C64 chap, aren't you? What about the Commodore 64 Ultimate?
Commodore 64 Ultimate.
Which is it's an eye-watering price looking at this. £256 and 49 pence. A reimagining of the Commodore 64 with all the new bells and whistles, HDMI. It's got a USB cassette drive. How does that work? Yeah. This is a big reimagining, isn't it? This is yeah.
You say it's got a USB?
According to this, what's in the box? A 64 gig USB cassette drive with 50 plus full games, including licensed classics plus music and demos, stickers, HDMI, power, spiral bound user guide.
That sounds like it's a USB stick, but fashioned in the shape of a cassette.
Yeah, possibly. You can add all your own stuff, of course. It may play 10,000 games plus plug in dusty old cartridges. It all works.
I think I sold all my cartridges.
All right.
Last year's, last year I did a massive eBaying, selling off of my C64 games, which is a little bit of a wrench, but they were just taking up so much space.
Yeah.
And I realised I still will get pleasure in playing games, but to keep all of these boxes and things, I am. Oh,
It has, it has got a cartridge port on the back. By the looks of it.
that's pretty cool. I kind of do want one of these.
Yeah.
I have to say, I would quite like one of these.
And we've already had the C64 Mini, which I do own, but yeah, this is another level, isn't it? This is a real kind of
Yeah, this is an FPGA device, so it's hardware emulation as close to a new C64 you get. And yeah, my C64 from childhood, which I still have, is a little bit on the blink with the video output. I was struggling last time I had it out to actually get it to work via any kind of display adapter. So it's becoming a little bit like, well, I can't do much with this, even though I have kept some absolute favourites. I wonder if original disk drive would work with this. I would presume it would if it's hardware emulated. I've got if the port is there, and I do have plug in old cartridges or disk drives. So yeah, my old disk drive, the few games I did keep.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandad.
See, this might mess up your plans.
I want this. I bloody want this. God damn it.
Yeah.
$350.
Yeah. So coming out, according to this, £256.49. Pre-order now. Don't know when this thing comes out.
256 quid. That's I like the irony of it being £256.
Yeah.
Mm, but I have to ask myself the question though: if I get this, would I
Yeah.
really get the most out of it? What I really like the idea that I would get one of these and then learn how to make SID chip music
Mm.
properly, which I never did as a kid. I didn't really do much programming on mine as a kid. I played loads of games, but I never really got into the programming, and I would be much more capable of doing that now. And the idea of maybe learning to make new music with the
It's got extra SID chips, hasn't it? Multiple SID sound chips. Add 2 original ones or use 8 virtual SIDs. Interesting. This is really going for the collector's market as well, isn't it? This is a very, bespoke, premium. Yeah.
I could
Well,
if my actual C64 is defunct, I could rip out the SID chip and bung it in this,
mm,
and I would get a life out of the old chip, even if
well, that's just something to put on
yeah
the
virtual
2026.
the virtual SIDs are great. The ability to use your own elevates the experience. It is nice. I would like one of these. I would like one of these. I don't know if I can justify it. If it was
Yeah.
if it was 200 quid, I'd be seriously considering it. If it was 150 quid, I'd be like, yeah, just give me one.
Uh,
What the
yeah.
hell? I wonder if these are going to be.
They're not limited. Oh, the other thing is, obviously, they
Yeah, I
sell out
hope not.
in the first instance, but it doesn't say anywhere here that it's limited. I bet it'd be hard to get on release, but yeah. Oh,
Oh, I fancy it. Oh, it looks nice. It's so
oh,
it's so clean, and it'll just
yeah.
plug in via HDMI.
Actually, that's the thing, isn't it?
And what a way to play my old C64 games if I load it up
Yeah.
and I have all the old stuff. Is there a, is
Yeah.
there is there a joystick? Did I see that they have they done a
Acoustic ports on it as well as probably USB.
you
It's got
need
in, yeah.
you need a well, I suppose it would work with an authentic original joystick,
Yeah,
which I don't have anymore. Or do I?
yeah, it's got
Do
2 control ports.
I might still have my original joystick.
And it looks like it's got USBs on the back, so you could probably plug in any kind of USB pads. Yeah, yeah.
All right, well that's not a bad idea. Play it with a pad.
Yeah.
Oh, this is horrible. I've forgotten this. I kind of want one of these. Look at the box. God damn.
It's a real work of art, that. Yeah, they've really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space, everyone. Maybe if I raise a few funds.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I've got an equal first world dilemma because what's coming out for me that's spiked or poked my interest is they're coming out with an retro games are coming out with an A1200 Amiga A1200 full size with working keys, I believe, in June. And as you know, I've already got the A500 Mini, which is a fantastic device for loading up. They say it's got pre-built Amiga games, but you can put all your own ROMs on there. They encourage that. But they're also coming out with an A1200. And my era was very much, as well as Atari ST, BBC, I did have an Amiga for quite a considerable time back in the day. Less expensive than the Commodore, but I still think it's 100 and I think this one is £150. So again, tempting, because again, access to A1200 stuff, AGA chipsets, so more advanced, more higher quality graphic games. Again, you'll be able to preload and put all your own stuff on it. And again, retro games do very good jobs in these mini devices. They've been around a while now. They've done a lot of them. So
I'm looking at it here. I mean, I never had an Amiga. I always wanted one. From seeing the Amiga screenshots on the back of C64 game boxes.
yeah.
But it was so far, it was just beyond, it was never going to happen. So I completely missed on it. So I have no nostalgia at all. But even I'm looking at this thinking, that looks really cool.
And that's the thing, isn't it? This is a real, for me, it's that real nostalgia hit. And again, that really, they know what they're doing, but again, they do quality stuff. But yeah, so I'm tempted with this. I don't necessarily need it. Of course, I don't need it, but yeah, that's coming, launching June 2026, according to this.
Oh, 170 quid.
Oh, is it 170? Is it? All right.
It's, yeah, 169. It's not the 250. This is cheaper than the C64.
It is, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Although, how is it emulating in this? Is it hardware
it's-
emulation, or is it just because I think that's the thing about the Ultimate C64 that looks great is that it's FPGA. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Whether you get them or not, it is kind of cool to see these classic home computers back in new formats.
Yeah.
You know, if you were into your Amiga, this must be absolute gold because it just looks fantastic.
And that's the thing. And a real A1200 is probably double that at the time we're talking. You know, they go for a lot of money, and they're getting on, aren't they? They're old. Chips break down. Yeah, capacitors go. So yeah, like you say, it's really good to see that the retro market's still massively thriving, and they're just re-releasing all the old computers from 80s, 90s. Yeah. But plug-in HDMI, super crisp, and the ability to run pretty much everything. And they actively encourage it, you know, not just on this, but on the A500. It literally says, you know, play your, you know, other additional games off a USB stick. So, and this is the only way to play a lot of this stuff because it's not out there anymore. It's discs corrode, don't they? And you know, a lot of this stuff is going. So what a great way to preserve this history and archive it.
You can buy on a website here called ami64.com a pre-configured 32 gig USB flash drive that comes in a little fake cassette box, which is meant to go with the C64 Ultimate.
Oh, really?
It's got games and demos and software on it. Pre-configured with thousands of games, application demos, SID tunes. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, because I bet a lot of it's out of copyright. I bet a lot of it's just a lot of these companies. They probably just don't exist anymore, do they? So
I cannot help but feel a little bit sad, like I've made a massive mistake selling all my original cassettes, because I could have plugged my cassette deck, my original cassette deck, into this Ultimate, and just played all my old games, probably turbo loading speeds and.
Oh yeah.
That I feel like I want to cry now.
You got some stuff though, didn't you say you've got some cartridges or you got some?
Yeah, I've got. I didn't sell everything. I've got a few absolute favourites still here.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And yeah, realistically, like some of the games I had weren't that great, and if I want to play them again, I can go and play them emulated, and I still do have the cassette player, so I could still do that with the ones I've got. I could plug it in and load one up from cassette for the fun of it. Maybe I'll do that. I don't like my chances of getting out of this year without getting this, I've got to say.
Well, when I saw that and it reminded me, I thought, I'm not so sure.
It's very nice. It's a shame it's that much money.
A lot of money in it.
It's a lot of money, and if you don't get your value from it,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, very nice, very nice. I wonder what else will come out in 2026 that will tempt me. Maybe the Steam. What's it called?
Oh, there's a Steam box coming. Is it a Steam box
The Steam
coming out?
box. I don't know if it's out
Oh,
this
God.
year.
Yeah, that is another thing that's tempting.
I was contemplating selling my Steam Deck to tee up one of these.
Steam Machine. Is that it? Yes, the Valve Steam Machine.
Steam Machine, yeah.
What is it? A mini PC? 6 times faster than the Steam Deck.
Yeah, god damn it. And I don't really use my Steam Deck handheld, so it's basically acting like a desktop PC anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So it's a powerful mini PC. Is that the general idea, or?
yeah, pretty much. I think it runs Steam OS like the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see when it comes out what the real device pros make of it, because it's potential for emulating and streaming things from that to Android-based handhelds and things. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
See, we talk ourselves in part one into having a lean year, not buying new stuff, not buying new games, finishing some old stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and then here we are, like 10 seconds later. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 250 quid.
Then this is the reality. This is what tempts us all as gamers, new and old, isn't it? So, yeah. I bet this is going to be quite a price, though, isn't it? Surely this will be £200 plus.
Maybe if I just sell my original C64, even though it's got possibly a broken video output.
Yeah.
This website, you can get an original C64 for 140 quid. So,
All right.
maybe if it's completely gone, yeah, I'll rip out the SID chip and shove it in the new one.
Yeah.
Maybe in 2026 I will make an album of electronic music made with the SID chip.
Well, that's another way to go. Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just spend it trying to get the best lap time in V-Rally or something. And complete Contra 3 on normal difficulty.
Oh, that's the next game you've got to complete. I have actually completed that a long time ago. Yes, on easy.
Yeah,
that's a hard game. Hard game to crack.
Started playing that last night. I have played Contra 3 at some point, I'm sure I have, but yeah.
Yeah.
Started playing that and yeah, immediately thought, God, this is hard. But hard in a way that's tempting me to get good at it.
And that reminded me, so flip it to modern. It's not quite cheap enough for me, but they did sneak out Contra Operation Galuga, which looks really good, but it is quite a price at the minute. So Contra's got a very strong name, hasn't it? Konami, run and gun. But yeah, I noticed that so for Switch, modern consoles, Contra Operation Galuga, a reimagining of Contra. From the trailers, it did look very good. I'm not always a huge fan of these kind of reskinned high gloss, the same game, but it did actually look quite inventive, quite interesting. I think it was still like 30, 40 pound though. It's quite a premium price. But yes, SNES, Contra 3, The Alien Wars. It's a great game, very hard.
Yeah, it looks alright, this new one, but not it probably plays quite well. I think that's the thing. If it plays well
Mm.
and it's a good, you can have 4 players.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think really, if I was gonna before I spent any time bothering with this, I should just go and play
Oh,
some of the
definitely.
originals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really good. Oh, that's the other thing that we both kind of got around the same time, wasn't it? It's still gaming themed, but we have both built the Lego Game Boy, haven't we?
We have built the Lego Game Boy.
Yeah.
Did you you built yours over Christmas? Did you?
I did, and I agree. I think originally I thought, wow, it's nice, it looks great. But what really grabbed me was the attention to detail and the quality of the build. I mean, Lego know what they're doing, don't they? But it's so intricate, isn't it? The way things fit together, and I was thinking, hang on, how are the buttons going to work on a Lego Game Boy? And then all of a sudden, you start piecing it together and it's like they actually spring, they actually kind of work. And it's
Yeah,
like,
that was genius. I
yeah, yeah,
love that bit. I love that bit when you see the buttons and the
yeah.
select button and the on off switch, how they've managed to
It
do
works.
that.
The on
Yeah,
switch slides and works.
really cool. It was
Yeah.
very cool. Well done, Lego. You money grabbing git. Very good.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
is there any new games coming out in 2026 that you've got your eye on, Grandad, or is that just a nonsense question? Does that even make sense?
It
Well, talk
currently
about GTA 6. You going to play GTA 6 if it comes out in 2026?
I wouldn't be straight off the mark of buying that, no. Because it's going to be so much money for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah,
No, I don't think anything is on my radar. I've kind of I say over Christmas I was playing all, naturally older stuff. But yeah, there's nothing that's kind of, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't think even no, GTA 6 came out tomorrow. I wouldn't be buying it. I would be watching, reviews and kind of, but I wouldn't be, running out and going to play it. So no, I don't think there's anything. Um, like we said before, I think I'm just gonna try and gently complete some older stuff. Definitely complete Zelda, but yeah, I didn't watch it, but I think Microsoft had an Xbox Developer Direct. I had a very brief glance of what was released, and guess what? There's another Forza game coming out, Forza Horizon 6
yeah,
uh, amongst the list. Again, I'm a big advocate of Forzas. I've got most of them, but I don't rush out and buy them on day of release or anything. Very well made. They play well, but what else can they do with a very high gloss driving game that's, it's yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's different
yeah.
locations, it's different maybe DLC, different cars, but yeah, it's something that I do collect, but no way am I kind of day release, buying it for 60, 70 quid.
No.
But I didn't really recognize anything else. That I think there's a Fable game. Now the name rings a bell. Is that something that you've played or
I've never played any of the Fable games. I did briefly play a little bit of the first one when I had the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate,
yeah.
which has expired now, and I'm not going to renew that because I was curious about the Fable games. I'd never tried them. I think they would be something I would enjoy, especially this new one.
Mm.
I could well imagine it's the kind of thing I get into, and they are bringing it to PlayStation 5 now. Xbox's console exclusivity seems to be a thing of the past. Like the
Yeah.
Xbox is dying, isn't it? They make games now. They're not going to really push exclusive stuff.
No, no.
But I've got enough fantasy RPG things that I'm like, well, what would be the point of me buying that and just having another multiple 100-hour thing that I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah.
feel like, oh, I want to play this. Yeah, I'm holding strong this year because there are things that I would enjoy having a look at. GTA 6, I'm sure I would be amazed by it, and I would enjoy having a copy land on my front doorstep and booting it up. But I don't really think I'm going to jump and buy it. The Wolverine game will
Oh, that
probably be
looked
very
good.
cool.
Yeah.
The new Resident Evil game, I've always enjoyed playing the new Resident Evils. 7 and 8 were good. I would probably enjoy that. Um, the one game I realised there is a game that if it comes out in 26 will probably be an instant buy for me, and that is the game called the Dusk Bloods, which is made by From Software, who make Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Okay, yeah.
And this is a Switch 2 exclusive multiplayer game, which I'm just too intrigued. Although I didn't buy the multiplayer Elden Ring spin-off because I don't have any friends to play it with, and I didn't really want to play with randoms. And this might suffer the same fate. This might not be very good to play with people that are random. But because it's a new IP for FromSoft, and it's not, the Elden Ring multiplayer thing was set in the Elden Ring maps and things, and I thought, yeah, I'm sure I would get into it, but I didn't dive in. But this really, yeah, this has me intrigued, and if I get the idea that it's decent and can be played with randoms in a way that's enjoyable, that could be my first Switch 2 exclusive game, well, ever, because Mario Kart World came with it.
Yeah.
And I haven't bought any big Switch 2 games, so yeah, this could be. I think it's the only game that I know of now that could fall straight into that. Okay, yeah, I'm just getting it. Day one, I'm getting it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll think about wrapping up.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, then, Grandad, what are you gonna go and play now? What have you been playing the last few days? Is it just still Zelda, or have you got anything else?
It has mainly been Zelda, but I'm aware that, yeah, that's not always great to just be doing that. So I'll tell you what I did boot up the other day. Well, a couple of things, again, on the 3D front, but on PS4 in 3D VR, Wipeout, I was having a bit of a go at. That was pretty awesome in VR. I know that sometimes makes you a little bit ill, doesn't it? Yeah, in terms of
I'm impressed by that, but my stomach is not impressed by that.
Yeah. And actually there was, again, mark of a good game for me is when I pick something up and then half an hour magically goes, 40 minutes. So I played Puppeteer, which is PlayStation 3, a side-scrolling platformer. It isn't exclusive, but it was in 3D. The 3D was incredible. It's a really odd game. It's really unique. So it's like a live stage play. So it's got curtains, audience that reacts. The lighting's quite interesting. It's you're a little puppet boy who uses magical scissors to cut through the environment and fight enemies. It's amazing. It's not something I'd probably think of playing, but the combination of the unusual elements and it being in 3D, I'm telling you, every time I've put it on, 20 minutes, half an hour, gone. It's really interesting. So yeah, I want to progress with that because again, it's just at my level. It's not too difficult, it's not too easy, but it's got that just one more go element to it. So yeah, those are a couple of things that I'm going to kind of progress with.
Yeah, that looks slick. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I am, apart from trying to finish this Chained Echoes JRPG. As I am pledging not to buy new games, I'm getting more intrigued in what PlayStation Plus is churning out for me. And this month, they added to the library a couple of things that I'm definitely going to check out. First of all, we have Darkest Dungeon 2, which is like a turn-based kind of tactical dungeon crawlery roguelike thing, very Lovecraftian. I enjoyed the first one of them. We have The Art of Rally, which is like an arty-farty rally game that is just like minimal graphics, but just I've always wanted to try that. That looks a lot of fun. And the most curious one of all is a game called The Exit 8, which is it's like it describes itself as a Japanese indie horror walking simulator and puzzle game.
Oh, right.
Players must navigate a perpetually looping Japanese subway corridor, observing for anomalies and finding the way out by only proceeding when the environment is novel. So it's gonna be another a very arty kind of high concept experience of being stuck wandering around a Japanese subway and having to try and find a way out by, I guess, like, oh, maybe that door doesn't look normal, and that's the kind of nonsense that I really like. So I'm going to try that. There was something else that they put. Oh no, it wasn't PlayStation Plus. There was, what was it? Something I saw towards the end of last year on VR that I wanted to get. Yeah, there's a game called Pools, as in swimming pools.
Yeah.
Which is available for PSVR 2. And again, this is another walking simulator type thing where you walk around what is essentially a load of rooms with swimming pools in, but apparently it's really spooky and kind of the sound is got no music.
Yeah.
And it's just the sound of your footsteps and the water in these places, and it's meant to be quite unnerving for the desolation and the feeling that you're alone. And that gets me excited, things like that. And they will be short experiences, both of these things. So
interesting, isn't it? Because that's like another there seems to be an emergence of walking simulators. What was that game I played at yours? That was just walking around and just kind of, or learning to walk, wasn't it?
Baby Steps.
Baby Steps.
Yeah. Oh, Baby Steps is, I mean, I wouldn't really call that. I mean, it is a walking simulator, but it's a walking simulator in the sense you really have to learn to walk.
Yeah.
Apparently, there is a 2025 Japanese horror film based on this Exit 8 game. Now I'm super excited to.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
A walking, yeah.
Where can I find details of that? I'll go and look that up later. Oh, here we go. Exit 8. There is a film.
All right.
A man gets lost in an underground passage. He follows the guide through the passage, but one after another, strange things happen to him. Right.
A new film. Oh, that last year, yeah.
Maybe I will have myself an Exit 8 weekend and I will go and watch this film and then I'll play the game.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Right. That's probably about it, Grandad. I think we're about to run out of time, so
I think we are.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Look forward to a cracking 2026 of gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we shall meet again.
We shall meet again.
Goodbye.
Until that time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.